Air pollution is a major problem in Ghana.
It is a serious problem and needs to be addressed, and it can be addressed.
But at Duta, near Aplao in the Volta region, the situation is worse. Residents are forced to inhale tons of cement dust daily.
It goes into the rooms. Even when we're walking from the house to the school, it's very severe. Me personally, I'm asthmatic. Yes, and it is aggravating my condition.
The dust causes a lot of problems to them. Like it's an effect on their health, like having respiratory tract infections here and there. And when we grade our diseases that we have seen within the year or within the month, malaria is on top, and then respiratory tract infection is the second.
Animals are also not spared. The fortunate ones go blind, while the unlucky ones die.
28 sheep were died before I know that the cement gas we are eating is nice.
It's a situation which has consequences for the rest of the nation. The village makes the cassava-based granular flour, gari, to sell in other parts of the country. All of this is laced with the toxic substance.
You don't know if the gari that you're eating comes from cassava which has been polluted by pesticide, or cassava that has got a heavy loading of cement dust in it.
Managers of the Diamond Cement Company, the source of the problem, admit they are polluting the environment.
Our business is cement, and cement is dust. So our business is dust. In fact, we are producing dust, but we are managing that dust.
My name is Seth Kwame Boateng. Join me as I take you on a tour to discover the wanton pollution of a poor community, the shocking story of how people in this part of the country are contracting severe lung infections and being made candidates for death.
Okay, so I've got Seth Kwame Boateng, the man behind that documentary. The full one will be showing. He will tell us when. But Seth, good morning.
Good morning, Mama V.
You've been going places. Who thought you'd be at this community?
I don't know how I even ended up there.
You just keep jumping and then you land there.
I remember I got, after Lockdown Forgotten, I got calls from the people that they also have issues.
Okay.
And they wish I could come over and listen to them and see how we can find solutions to their problems. So I had to go to Duta, Aplao. It's very close to Togo. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you find?
I got there and I realized that cement had taken over the town, pollution, because there is diamond cement around the area or in that community, very close to their homes.
How big is the community?
It has about 1,000 people.
Okay, that's quite big.
It's quite big, yes. Yeah. And they have schools, they have clinic, and the basic social amenities, I must say, they have. And again, they told me that they got all these things through Diamond Cement.
From the cement factory.
Cement built schools for them,
okay.
Ensured that they had electricity substation in the area, and they are happy with that. But the problem is what they are going through, the cement pollution and how it's affecting them. I remember some of the people, when talking to them, they can't speak for a minute without doing without clearing their throat. Yeah, they are choked anytime they speak, and it's serious. As you heard the nurse in charge of the local hospital say, the malaria is the #1 sickness they reported at the hospital, and respiratory tract infection is the second. So the long-term effect of what is happening there is cancer. And what makes it so serious is how it affects you and I, and all those watching us now. You might think this is their problem, it's not your problem, but they prepare gari from there. They have other foodstuffs they bring to Accra and other places to sell. All these are polluted. So you see them prepare the gari, and as I told you, cement is in the air, so it gets mixed.
I mean, okay, so how does it happen? Cement is in the air like every time?
No, when they bring their clinker from Togo, when they are offloading, it's such that the management of Diamond Cement told me they had issues in there the offloading point. So that's where the problem is. So when they are offloading the clinker, that's where the pollution starts. And it's terrible. When you go to their rooms, it's there, their homes, so their water bodies have been polluted, their rooms full of cement dust, their crops, and even animals are dying because they chew grass. You understand? And these have been contaminated
you have
already.
Cement settling on them before they come and chew.
So they either go blind or they die. And that old man there you saw in the clip said he lost 28 of his sheep. It was later that he was told it's because they have been chewing the grass from the area. So the rest, he had to move them to another community, and they are doing well. So it's a serious issue. And I'm shocked that this has been happening since 2002, and no solution, I must say, or the people told me, has been found to this.
You know, the first point of call, what I'm thinking is EPA. Where are they in this whole picture?
Interestingly, the EPA has been there a number of times for impact assessment, and they have what we call a program called ACOBEN. That is all the manufacturing companies, the mining companies, they about 100 of them, they come together and they assess themselves. So they grade, and EPA will put out the figures or the grading marks. And diamond cement always get green. Green means very good. It means they are taking very good care of the environment.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. So what would we see in this piece that you've done?
So you're going to hear from the people and how this cement pollution is affecting them. You're going to hear from the health authorities about the figures or the cases they are recording there and how serious it is. You're also going to hear from a scientist who has researched on this for 3 years.
Okay.
And his findings will blow your mind. How their water bodies have been contaminated, their crops, their animals. He spent 3 years researching, investigating this very issue I'm talking about.
Okay.
You hear from the officials of Diamond Cement explaining why they are polluting the environment. And they tell me that...
I mean, it's interesting. They're accepting responsibility,
yes,
but how can it be managed? I
that
think
is
that's the big question
exactly.
that we all want to answer.
I asked that. They told me that they want to give themselves up to next year, 2016 to fix the problem.
Wow.
So we are here, we are watching, but between now and 2016, so are the people going to continue this like inhaling substances from the air like that? And you see, I'm sad for the young ones there, the babies. You understand, the babies, those in school, how this affects them is very serious because they have nowhere to go. I spoke to the MC for the area, and he tells me
he also acknowledges the problem.
Yes, he knows about the problem, and he tells me that he's trying to speak to Diamond Cement to get the people compensated so they can relocate.
Okay.
And leave their factory there.
So when is this showing?
We are doing the first part. We are showing the first part this evening, 6:30.
Today, Tuesday.
Joy News channel, right here, 6:30. We're going to repeat the part 2 next week. I'm told the part 1 of this, again, will be repeated on Thursday.
Okay.
So the part 2 will come, I'm sure, Tuesday, then we repeat again on Thursday.
Okay. I tell you what, we want to wait for everybody to just watch this full piece, and then we'll have a conversation again because we want to find a solution. We can't wait for 2016, can we?
Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah.
We can't.
Seth Kwame Boateng, thank you again for this work that you've done. We'll leave all of you to watch it 6:30 this evening, and then let your comments start coming. It is us. We can solve our own problems. We can't leave it to anybody to solve. And so stay on and watch it. But I have to make way now for Roland Walker, thankfully, who's driven through the traffic and is here. He's got AM Talk.